Hello everyone, this is going to be level 2 of Theme Hospital. You can click on the link that appears right now if you wish to go back to level 1. So this second level shouldn't really be much more difficult. Basically it just introduces the research department, which is necessary in order to research new equipment, new machinery, like more diagnosis machines and machines that cure, and clinics and stuff like that. So here's the description of the level. There's a greater variety of ailments in this area. Set up your hospital to deal with more patients and plan to build a research department. Remember to keep your establishment clean and try to get your reputation as high as possible. You'll be dealing with diseases like slack tongue, so you'll need a slack tongue clinic. You can also build a cardiogram to help you diagnose new illnesses. Both these rooms will need to be researched before you can build them. Now you can also buy extra plots of land to expand your hospital. Use the town map for this. Aim for a reputation of 300 and a bank balance of 10,000 and 40 people cured. So this is almost like a second tutorial. It introduces a few more things of Theme Hospital. So without further ado, I'm gonna start building my hospital. As usual, I'm gonna start with the receptionist desk and the GP's office. I remind you, you should build big rooms, otherwise the doctors and staff in general will complain. And this is the correct positioning for the desk and the file here. So here you have some time before you can before you actually open the gates to your hospital's gates to the people. I'm gonna go right ahead and click on go so that they can start coming immediately. No need to wait. A handyman, and let's see if there's any other. Yeah, there is a psychologist here. I'm gonna need him. And another one. That's good. It is a little bit risky to start hiring a lot of doctors immediately, because at the beginning you're not gonna have a lot of patients, so not a lot of income, and you will have to be paying their wages. So you have to be a little bit careful. But sometimes it's worth it. If you see a good doctor available, and by good I mean some kind of consultant or specialized doctor, then I think it's better to just go ahead and get him. I'm also going to build the staff room as fast as possible, so that, well, just in case I forget later, I prefer to build it fast. And some benches here. Okay, let's see what's wrong with her. Okay, we don't know what's wrong with her, so I'm gonna have to build a general diagnosis room. No, I don't like the positioning of the door, because otherwise they will not have easy access to this, and I want them to get to it as fast as possible. Remember that time is important here. Gonna hire another handyman, since this guy complains about the plants. And a drinks machine, and a radiator. I'm also gonna change heat, turn up the heat. And these things, I've explained how these things work in the first video. These are my recommended settings course, especially the staff room thing. Perhaps you can set it to a higher value, but I think 40% is fine. Sleeping illness. Okay, let's check. I'm gonna slow down the game so that we can read this. Your team has discovered a new condition. These are funny. It is sleeping illness. Cause overactive sleep gland in the roof of the mouth. Symptoms: overwhelming desire to crash out everywhere. And cure: a high dosage of powerful stimulant is administered by a nurse. Okay. So I need a pharmacy. Gonna build it here. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna speed up the game again. And a nurse. Okay, not many options here. Okay, let's see this one. Your team has discovered a new condition. It is uncommon cold. Cause: small particles of snot in the air. Symptoms: runny nose, sneezing, and discolored lungs. Cure: a big swig of uncommon cough medicine made from special ingredients in the pharmacy will cure this. Okay, we have the common and the uncommon cold. Oh, there you go. This is a consultant. You can see here. I see it here. And a psychiatrist. That's great. So, in fact, I think I'm gonna fire. But who should I fire? Actually, I'm not gonna fire them yet. And a researcher here. Later on, it's not gonna be as easy to. Well, I skipped the heaped piles description. Let's see this one. Your team has discovered that a new condition. It is the squids. Cause: eating pizza found under the cooker. Symptoms: surely you can guess. Okay. Cure: a glutinous mix of stringy pharmaceutical chemicals solidify the patient's innards. All right. And I see some bloaty head people, so I'm gonna go ahead and build an inflation room already. It's true that my hospital is not exactly as organized as I would like, but that's okay, especially in this level. You don't really have to worry a lot about that.
Doctor required an inflator room.
That room is a little bit small, but well, it will suffice for this level. Look at this. Yeah, that's how it works. Next. This is a little bit disturbing if you think about it, but well, it works. So okay, and here, as you can see, you can buy more areas to where to build rooms. In fact, my starting area is full right now. I don't think I can build anything else here. So yeah, I'm gonna buy this plot area here, and I'm gonna build. Actually, let me check if I should build anything yet. Perhaps the research department, but yeah, VIP wants to visit. Let him come. Sometimes it's a good idea to increase the priority of handymen and specialize them in one of the three things, in sweeping, for example, so that he only does that. I'm gonna build the research department.
Doctor required an
It is true that I'm gonna be short on money once I do that, but it takes some time to research things. So, and later on, you can actually have two researchers working here. But for now, it's not necessary. Research room, new drugs and cures
office.
are invented or improved in the research room. It's a vital part of your hospital and will do wonders for your cure percentages. The research room requires a doctor with research qualifications, and I already have one who is a consultant. I'm not sure if I want to use him for the research department though.
Doctor required in GP's office.
I will, because I have the other consultant who is a psychiatrist. And here you can change their priorities. I prefer to do it one by one. Now in later levels, it's better if you start with the drug research, so that it makes the drugs the medicine more effective. Gut rot. Your team has discovered a new condition. It is gut rot, caused Mrs. O'Malley's Good Time Whiskey Cough Mixture. Okay. Symptoms: no cough, but no stomach wall lining either. Cure: a nurse can administer a selection of dissolved chemicals to coat the tongue. Right. And TV personalities: cause daytime television. Symptoms: delusions of being able to present a cookery show. Cure: a trained psychiatrist must convince the patient to sell their TV and buy a radio.
Doctor required an
That's an interesting cure. And I need a psychiatric room for that. So, I don't have the money to do that. In theory, I could take a loan, but let me check. Perhaps I can. No, I cannot. I have to wait a little bit. See, the cost here is $2,500. I only have $1,974. And this guy needs a slack tongue clinic, which is even more expensive. So
nurse required in pharmacy.
I don't want to get a loan yet, because there's no real need for it yet. And here, as you can see, you can shoot the mice if you're fast enough. In this case, I wasn't. Almost. So you see, this is a bit surreal. I mean, the patient is looking the other way, but who cares, right? I really want to get that mouse. I can't. Gonna speed up the game a little bit so that we reach the end of the year, and then let's see what. Yeah, okay, he liked it. The VIP person, the VIP. The cardio is ready. Has been researched. That is. It's another diagnosis room, so now they can just focus on drug research. And here you can check how effective the drugs are. For example, for invisibility, it's 94%, meaning that 94% of the times it will work, it will cure the patient, and there is a 6% probability that the patient will die. So you should aim for 100%. Okay, we have our first doctor. No, it's a handyman complaining. I'm fed up, pay me a decent wage. I reckon a raise of 10 should do the trick. Okay, get it. It's not a problem.
Doctor required a general diagnosis.
And this was a bit like cheating. I slowed down the game in order to shoot the mouse. I'm waiting for the end of the year because since I have no deaths, I'm gonna get 6,000 at the end of the year, which is which I really need right now. And another doctor, a doctor complaining this time. So my parents told me that the medical profession paid well, so give me a raise of 28 or I'll become a computer games producer. Tempted to let him change his career, but I guess not. And let him rest a little bit because... Okay, the end of the year. Now I'm 4th in the Hall of Shame. And here is the my performance in comparison with the rest of the hospitals in the area. So I have the most cures and the most visitors and the total value, so not that bad. And what's this? 4,004. Marvelous, your hospital wins an award for building the best reputation during the last year. Nice, very clean. Please accept the Bullfrog Award for the highest reputation in the last year in any hospital. Again, okay, good. And of course the no deaths thing. Life goes on corporation, right? So now I can afford things that I couldn't before, like the Slack Tongue clinic. Another cure machine that is a little bit disturbing in the way it works. Patients diagnosed in the GP's office with slack tongue will be sent to this clinic for treatment. The doctor will use a piece of high-tech machinery to extend the tongue and snip it off, thus returning the patient to normal good health. Yeah. I guess I should build a cardiogram here. No, not a cardiogram. I'm gonna build a psychiatric clinic room or whatever. I like buying 2 bookcases, mostly for the decoration. And once again, I'm short on money. But where are the patients? Nobody's coming. So yeah, sometimes waiting is needed. A nurse complaining this time. The reason is because she's stuck in a way in this room and she's tired. That's why she complained. As you can see here, her tiredness level is higher than the limit I have set. So sometimes this happens. Sometimes the game doesn't work exactly the way it should. You will notice here that the invisibility illness is, well, it is the third in the list here, but the other two, general practice and bloated head, don't have a medicine. This one does, and it's the first one that appears here that has a medicine, and it's 100% effective, which means when that happens, you shouldn't allow them to research drugs anymore, because they're just doing nothing. Instead, they should be doing research on improvements, which means that they will make your machinery more well, they will be stronger, sturdier, and they Aung San Suu Kyi, the Burmese democratic opposition leader. Okay, let him come. So for example, here you see that the strength of the slicer, you can see it in the bottom right, is 10, and it's been used, it hasn't been used yet. Every time they use it, that number obviously goes up, and if it reaches 10, there is a very big chance that the machine will explode. And then you need to, well, before that you should be repairing it. The thing is that every time that a handyman repairs it, the strength actually goes down. So at some point you need to replace the machine. But if you have your researchers working on improving the machines, like for example here we can see that the inflator has been enhanced, and now the slicer. So if I buy a new slicer, the strength will actually be more than 10. So then I'm allowed to use it more times before it needs to be repaired. And this is important, especially later on when earthquakes become part of the game. So this is something to take into account as well. I feel a little bit like I'm cheating by slowing the game down in order to shoot the mouse. But well, if it is legal, it's ethical, right? So here is the Burmese democratic opposition leader. Of course, he looks exactly like the Premiership footballer from the previous level. Guess they didn't want to bother with more graphics, more avatars, so to speak.
Doctor needed in Slackton Clinic. Doctor required in inflator room. Doctor required in GP's office.
So yeah, at this point it's mostly waiting. In theory, I could get a loan in order to buy this plot area here and build a ward. In fact, I am gonna do that, I think, because I see sometimes that people don't get the diagnosis that they should. So I'm gonna come here and build a cardiogram, which is the new one of the new rooms of this level. You could say that this is one of the most normal rooms of the game. Cardio patients are diagnosed and checked in here before going back to a GP's office to be assigned to a cure. So and perhaps a ward if I can afford it. Yes, I can, barely. Remember, you need at least 3 beds here. Well, 2 plus the one that is given by default. I think one more easily fits here. I'm not really gonna need it for this level, but what the heck. And one more radiator. This thing is a little bit annoying that they don't diagnose them 100%, and I don't have any more diagnosis equipment. I think the problem is that this doctor here is not a consultant, so perhaps I should fire him, but from what I see here, I don't have anyone better to replace him with, so I will have to put up with this guy. Plus, if I fire him, all of you socialists out there might complain. So let's not do that. In later levels, you have the ability to. Wow, he's a jerk. I did enjoy your charming hospital. Now I am fancy a curry at the Taj. He only gave me 400. What a... Never mind. Okay, my consultant is complaining. So I forgot what I was saying. Anyway. Ah yes, that in later levels you have a new room called I think they just call it the training room, and there you can get a consultant to teach other doctors and make them consultants as well. In fact, in later levels, any doctor who works in your hospital should probably be a consultant. Otherwise, they're a little bit slow, as you can see here. In fact, I'm gonna first let him rest a little bit, and then I'm gonna ask him to work in the GP's office instead of this psychiatrist here. Okay, now, because consultants are much better at diagnosing what's wrong with the patient. 98%, I'm gonna take a chance on a possible cure. Let's see. Yeah, 98% I think is worth the risk. So as for the mice here that I kill, it's not just for fun. If you kill mice, then at the end of the level you will be sent to a bonus level where you get to shoot mice. That's the only thing you will do. And if you shoot enough, then in the next level, and at the end of the year of the next level, you will receive some kind of award, which is a bit of a boost, and you will need it. So you should be shooting the mice. Don't ignore them. Whenever you see one, you can either try to shoot them at the speed level you're playing, or if you're a cheater like me, you can slow down the game to, because if you press 1 on your keyboard, you'll see that the game speed becomes very slow, or you can change it from here, from the options menu. Game speed slowest, slower, normal, max speed, and then some more. Or you can do it fast by pressing the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your keyboard. 1 being the slowest, 5 being the 84%. I don't want to take the risk, so I'm gonna just send him home because I'm in deep trouble right now when it comes to money. So I need to get that award for no deaths, which I will get now. Otherwise, okay. Very few people have come to your hospital this year to make money. Your institution needs paying sufferers. I don't know why that happened, to be honest, but well. Yeah, inspectors note that your hospital is very clean. I guess they failed to see the mice. Clean hospitals are safe hospitals, yeah. And what was that? Please accept the Bullfrog Award for the highest reputation in the last year in any hospital. Yes, I think we've seen this before. And here, yeah, you're presented with the Syndicate Wars Accurate Shooting Trophy for being 3% accurate at shooting rats. So there is also an award for this, which is nice. So gives you one more reason why you should actually shoot mice. So another year goes by. This researcher here is doing nothing by now. I think so. I'm gonna use him as a regular doctor. But unfortunately, despite the fact that my reputation is 780, which is a good number, I don't have a lot of patients in my hospital.
Doctor required an inflator room. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
But
Doctor required an
that will not
GP
discourage
office.
us. So, for example, here, before I tell you this, let me handle those ones that complain about their salary. Okay. So here you can see that the inflator at the moment has a strength of 6, and it's been used 3 times. Well, it has been used 3 times since the last time that the handyman repaired it. So if it reaches a high number, in fact this is 50% of the strength, you can see here that some parentheses are around the name of the machine, meaning that it actually needs to be repaired. Now here you can click on this button to send a handyman to do it. However, in this case, since the strength is already quite low, I'm just going to replace the whole equipment, the hardware altogether. So it's you essentially buy the machine from the start, and this time it will have the strength based on how much research the researchers have done on improving that particular machine. So now it's going to have a strength of 12, which means that it's going to take much longer before it actually needs to be repaired by a handyman. So that's a good thing, because especially later on when you have earthquakes, they can, if you're not careful, your equipment may explode during the earthquake. People are incredibly annoyed at the way you run your hospital. Okay, I'm not sure what's wrong with my hospital. I don't see anything wrong, and besides, my reputation is quite high. Yeah. So I'm gonna hire one more doctor, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to fire this psychiatrist here because he's just not a consultant, and I need consultants in my hospital. And also this one is out. Sorry about that.
Nurse required in pharmacy. Doctor required an inflator room. Doctor, attending psychiatry, please.
Okay, this one liked my hospital a little bit more than the previous one. That's a super hospital, and I should know. I've been in a few. Okay, so his opinion matters. Well, not really, but well.
Doctor needed in Slack Tongue Clinic.
Here I could also, I could think about building another GP's office, because as you can see here, I have a queue. Well, right now it's getting smaller anyway. So now it's just a matter of waiting. With the average doctors out of the way, the consultants are doing a much better job. And you should be checking from time to time the strength of your equipment. Don't neglect that, because sometimes handymen forget to go and repair them, and sometimes the doctors carelessly use them and they can actually explode while they are using them. So when that happens, I think the patient dies, and I think the doctor disappears or something. I should also repay part of my loan, because if you have a loan, you have to pay interest. It's not that much anyway, but well, if you can avoid it, why not? Now what I need is money, basically. Yeah, I need to get to 10,000. Wow, there's no doctor in the GP's office. Come here, you. And I'm gonna place down some benches because I see some people waiting, standing up. Radiator. You will also notice that I haven't built toilets in this room, in this level either. I think you can kind of get away without building toilets. In fact, I would say that even in the last levels, probably you can get away without building a toilet, but well, it's better if you do, because otherwise, I don't know, maybe they leave if they really need to go to the toilet. But in these levels, generally the patients don't stay that long in your hospital as for Mother Nature to call. I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and build the GP's office to speed things up a little bit. And also remember that if the desk is looking at that direction, then the file should be on the right. Filing cabinet. Now the reason I'm doing this is because I have more patients coming in than the one GP's office that I had could handle. So of course, the faster you can diagnose patients, the faster they're sent to get cured, and the better for you. Only problem is that you need more doctors, obviously, for that. And right now there is no consultants to be hired. Remember, you should never hire never. When a doctor is like this, the ability is so low, you should only hire them if you have a training room. Otherwise, if you put this guy to work in your hospital directly, he's gonna make a mess. He's gonna be taking ages to move, and also if he diagnoses someone, he will rarely know what's wrong with the patient, so it's not worth it. Okay, I'm can repay the rest of my loan.
Doctor required an inflator room. Doctor required in GP's
Probably
office.
at the end of the year I'm gonna win this level. Let's see. With the money that I'm gonna earn. Congratulations on winning the VIP Trip Award for making the lives of hardworking figures in the public eye better by pleasing all of those who visited your hospital. Marvelous. Yeah. So yeah, this is the end of level 2. Congratulations. We at the ministry are very impressed by your hospital running abilities. I think it's the same message as before. I'm not sure though. You're certainly a golden boy in the health department. We think you'd prefer a slightly tougher job though. You'd be paid a salary of $22,446, but the decision is up to you. And are you interested in working at Larchester Hospital? Yes, I am. So this is the end of level 2, and as you can see here, I'm sent to the bonus level. So let's see how the bonus level works. It says your incredible skill as a hospital administrator has come to the attention of the Special Secret Division of the Secret Special Service. They have a special bonus for you. There's a rat-infested hospital in need of an efficient terminator. You must shoot as many rats as possible before the handyman clean up all the rubbish. I think you're up to the task. I think here, yeah, you cannot slow down the game here. It has to be at normal speed. So, yeah. You just have to shoot at mice. And they are moving a little bit fast. But well, I'm sure some of you probably can do this better. Yeah, I'm a bit of a noob here, as you can see. Because they're moving fast and well, I'm not going to try to find excuses. I'm just not very good at this, and that's it. Perhaps I should shoot the handyman instead, so that they don't clean. And as you can see here, you get different weapons as well. From time to time. But normally you just have the shotgun. Well, the level is about to finish. They have cleaned up most of the hospital. Well, the area. There's nothing here. Remember, in order to have access, to gain access to this level, you need to be shooting mice during your normal play. But I think it's worth it. We're gonna see at the end of the next level, at the end of the first year of the next level, we're gonna see exactly how much money I'm gonna earn. I don't remember, to be honest with you, and I hope I earn something because okay, I shot 62 now, mice. I don't think that's great, but it's not awful either. I'm not sure exactly how that works. Probably you need to shoot at least a certain number of mice in order to get a reward. So yeah, after some point it becomes a little bit tedious, to be honest with you. I think that if they clean up these cans or whatever they are, the level will finish. I don't think there is any other rubbish left. The other is, well, the mice that I kill, which is a little bit disgusting, to be honest with you. But well. Yeah, it has started to get quite tedious. Come on, finish. Okay, he's... No, don't go that way. One more can left. See, the more I kill, the more litter I create, so they have to be cleaning that instead of the real rubbish. Sometimes I wonder why I cannot hit them. When the level started, I didn't think I would reach 114, to be honest. But well, since they're stupid... Oh, now they're there. Let's see, it should end now. No? Oh, now. Okay, so this is going to be the next level, but I'm not gonna do it in this video. Thanks for watching. This was level 2 of Theme Hospital. In the next video we're going to see level 3. Stay tuned.